Welcome to another Zincast, and it's Pucking Around with Chris and myself. All right, we're gonna make this quick, and I know we are one day late, but made my picks beforehand, so yesterday's game did not influence me. And what a game that was! We will go into that. 4 overtimes, guys. 4, almost 5, because that went down to the wire in that fourth overtime. But let's talk about how am I doing so far. 50%. It's not my best year. Not my worst year. Not my best year, though. 50%. Not bad. So that's including first round, too. First round is 50%. Second round is 50%. So, yeah. Actually, maybe the first round I was slightly over 50%. But pretty much I'm averaging flip a coin here. So, what went wrong? Well, Carolina seemed to beat up on those New Jersey Devils. Those kids look like kids. They kind of look like the team that was facing the Rangers in those first 2 games. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that team, the Devils, Devils fans, don't worry, you guys have a lot to look forward to. Carolina Hurricanes, congratulations, getting to the conference finals. And the Florida Panthers, they trounced the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think Toronto was just so excited to get through that first round that they didn't show up to the second round. And I think we got to talk about Bob. What about Bob? Bobrovsky. Can I tell you, as a Penguins fan, whenever we faced the team that had Bobrovsky on it, we were excited. Because Bob in the playoffs, he was like an open dam. I don't know. He is like Swiss cheese. I don't know what you want to call it. The Penguins owned Bob, and I never trusted Bob in the playoff. When you saw him, you were like, oh yeah, we're going to score goals. Now, he always had that like one really good game, but this playoff run, he's been amazing. Just look at yesterday's game. On the other side, we got the Dallas Stars taking care of the Kraken. I picked that one correctly. In fact, I picked the West Coast correctly and got the East Coast all wrong. And the Dallas Stars. The Vegas Golden Knights beating up on the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton out in the second round. They are running out of time in Edmonton because Connor McDavid, what's it, 2 or 3 more years left in that contract. If they don't sniff the Stanley Cup, he gone. Okay? He will be gone. And I wonder who will win those sweepstakes because there's going to be a lot of money thrown at him. But yeah, so Edmonton's got to figure out that whole situation. So let us talk about the conference finals. Let's start with the East Coast Conference Finals with the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers, who played last night. It was epic. Carolina had a lead, 2-1 lead going into that third period, and Panthers tied it up. And at that point, 4 overtimes later, an overtime goal was scored. Listen, every shot counts in overtime, and Bob looked amazing. He made some amazing stops. Listen, I don't want to take anything away from Anderson as well, but when you play 4 overtimes, it's pretty nuts. And listen, the season series, Carolina led it 2-1, but I'm actually picking Florida. And again, this was not influenced by last night whatsoever. I was picking Florida in 7. I think that, hey, I didn't pick them for the first 2 rounds, and they proved me wrong. At some point, you got to jump on that train. This is a different Florida team than we saw in that regular season that barely made the playoffs. Okay, I mean, they had to win that last game to make the playoffs, and this is definitely a different team. Carolina, yeah, you can't count them out. Their speed is amazing. They've played amazing first 2 rounds. I thought they could have won that game yesterday. I thought they should have won that game yesterday. I think Bob was the difference. But I'm going the Panthers, the Florida Panthers, in 7. So let us switch over to the West Coast. The Golden Knights, the Vegas Golden Knights, versus the Dallas Stars. You know what you see at night? The stars. Doesn't work, though, because they're knights like medieval knights. I don't know. I digress. So, yeah, the Golden Knights, they took care of Edmonton, like I said. The Stars took care of the Kraken. Stars needed 7 games. Vegas did it in 6. I'm actually going with Vegas here, even though Dallas won all 3 regular season meetings. Okay, but 2 of those were in overtime shootout, and that's not going to happen here, right? So you remember overtime is also, it's a 3-on-3 hockey. Okay, so in playoff hockey, you just play 5-on-5 until someone scores. So, and it just keeps going, like last night, right? So listen, those 2 wins that Dallas had in the regular season overtime, you can't really discount. You have to discount those because what is that? I'm going with Vegas. I'm going with 6 games. I think Vegas is on a roll. I think Vegas goalie by committee has been working. They go with the hot hand. Listen, Dallas has Ottinger. He steals the game. That game 7 versus the Kraken where he shut them out. I mean, again, that was the Ottinger that I expected to see most of that series, where I had Dallas beating the Kraken handily, but it did go to 7. That's because he didn't show up. He gave a bunch of goals that round against Kraken. So, yeah, I do think the Vegas Golden Knights, though, pull this off. I think that they just don't know how to lose right now. And yeah, so I say the Vegas Golden Knights in 6. So those are my picks. Knights in 6, Panthers in 7. I hope everyone's been enjoying these videos. The only thing that's sad about the conference finals is you only get the 1 game per night, and you don't have that late game. All the other rounds you have some East Coast games and some West Coast games, and you get the late games. The last game went pretty late into the night. So I guess if you love overtime hockey, you can watch some late hockey. But I like watching some late hockey. But anyway, I digress one more time. I don't know where I was going with that. I hope you all enjoy these videos. I guess what I'm saying is I'm sad that hockey's coming to a close. Hope you all enjoyed the videos. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why you haven't yet. Comment below. Give me your picks. Let me know what you think about these videos. Let me know what you think about the playoffs so far. Do you even care about any of these teams right now? Specifically in the East? Vegas I like. Vegas is really nice. The East, like Carolina and Florida, I don't want to throw shade on them. Just all the big cities are out, right? Anyway, listen, have a good one, everyone, and we'll come back and we'll do this one more time for the Stanley Cup Finals in about a week or so, right? When it gets done. All right, have a good one, everyone.